insights, picks, results. This is Wizard Sports Picks. Beyond the Lines.
Welcome to another edition of Beyond the Lines, presented by Wizard Sports Picks for Friday, January 23rd. Ian Cameron back with you, and in this video, we'll tee up one NHL game and one college basketball game for you for Friday night. We'll see if we can give you a couple of winners here on this edition of Beyond the Lines. Reminder, get to the website, wizardsportspicks.com. It's a great time to check out all the daily premium picks on the website. NHL, NBA, college basketball, all ongoing on a daily basis. And of course, NFL Conference Championship Sunday is this weekend. You want to get involved in some premium picks from all the great handicappers for the big games coming up in the NFL on Sunday, the AFC and NFC Championship game. For me, it's been a terrific run on the website from the very beginning. But in particular, very proud of the fact that I am number one in the NFL this season at Wizard Sports Picks, 71-48, 60%, 17.2 units of profit, and number one on the website in the NHL as well. The picks have been fire on ice, as I like to say, in the NHL this season. 130 and 107, 55%, 16.67 units of profit. Also having a profitable season so far in the NBA. Coming off a 3-0 NBA sweep on Thursday night. We had Charlotte winning outright against Orlando. We had Philly as a slight dog winning outright against Houston. And we had the over in the Golden State-Dallas game. So a great Thursday night in the NBA, going 3-0 with the sweep. A profitable NBA season to this point as well. So make sure you get on board with premium picks daily from me, as well as long-term subscriptions available, 3-day, 30-day, 3-day, 7-day, 30-day, and 1-year all sports subscriptions. So make sure you check it out. Also on the homepage, enter your email address, and you will get picks directly sent to your inbox by entering your email address on the main homepage of the website, and you'll get picks delivered to your inbox each and every day. All right, let's get into the two games that we will discuss on this show. We will begin in college basketball. How about a little Friday night Big East action? And if you like points and offensive basketball and lots of scoring, I think you're going to like this game. It's Marquette taking on Butler. We've got Butler 7.5-point home favorites, 160 being the total here in this game. And I'm going to endorse the over here in this game. It is a high total, but it's high for a reason. These two teams don't play a lick of defense. They are horrific defensive teams. We know Marquette's had a real down season, 7-13 overall, 5-15 against the spread. They have been a money burner for their backers. They've also failed to cover in 3 straight, and they're 0-6 on the road. So why have they struggled so much? Well, they've been a real mess of a team defensively. That's really where it starts. You can usually count on Marquette, this Golden Eagles team, giving up 70, 80 points, 90 points in many games. Just here in Big East action, we've seen this team the last few games give up 92 to St. John's, 80 to DePaul. And DePaul's not the best offensive team in this conference, not by a long shot. Still gave up 80 points to them, and 104 in their last game against Providence. Although that game did go to overtime, but even if you take away overtime, Marquette still gave up 94 points in that game in regulation to Providence. So this is a team that just doesn't defend very well at all, and the numbers bear it out. Problem is, Butler's not much better of a defensive team either. This team has had their share of struggles getting stops at the defensive end of the basketball court in Big East play. They gave up 89 to Creighton, 85 to Villanova, 84 to St. John's, 89 to Xavier, 80 to DePaul in their last game. There's really one team that they've shut down and held below 80 points in conference play, and that was Seton Hall when they won 77-66. And Seton Hall is not a great offensive team and plays at a very slow pace, so take that with a grain of salt. They can't get stops. You got two teams that are inside the top 60 in pace and possessions per game. Put it all together, and I think that we have a clear case for this game being able to soar over this total. It's high, but it's high for a reason, and I don't think it's high enough. Let's go with Marquette Butler over 160 in Big East action on Friday night in college basketball for my first selection here on this edition of Beyond the Lines. All right, let's lace up the skates and let's go to the NHL for a side that I like quite a bit on the NHL Friday night slate. We've got the Washington Capitals taking on the Calgary Flames. Both of these teams are slumping going into this game, but it's only one team that I think will bounce back and get out of the slump. We have Washington minus 140 road favorites here in this game, and the total 5.5 or 6, depending on which book you're looking at. Both, like I said, both of these teams are slumping. There's no question. Not playing great hockey, either team going into this game. You look at the Washington Capitals, they enter this game on a 4-game losing streak, losses to San Jose, Florida, Colorado, and the last loss being the most disturbing of them all, losing 4-3 to a Vancouver Canucks team that had lost 11 straight games prior to beating the Washington Capitals. So that's the worst loss of all for this Capitals team. We'll see if they can bounce back, but the key thing and handicapping, I guess, thought process that I always go with is that when a team is struggling or a team, but let me put it this way. When a team is focused on a certain team, and that team they're playing is not a very good team, then that usually that team's going to get the job done. And that's how I feel about Washington here. I think they're going to come into this game against Calgary focused, dialed in, and be able to get the job done. And you counter that with the Calgary Flames going into this game. Calgary team that we see since trading away, I think, arguably their best defenseman, Rasmus Andersson, in a trade with the Vegas Golden Knights. This team has lost at home to New Jersey and Pittsburgh since that trade, going 0-2, and they've scored just 1 goal in each of those games. So the offense has struggled. They've only put up 22 and 19 shots on goal in those 2 games. This is a Calgary team that I had circled as a bet against squad coming off that trade, and they have looked every bit like the bet against team I thought they would be following that trade of Rasmus Andersson to the Vegas Golden Knights. And I think they are a bet against squad and the perfect team for Washington to use as a get-well remedy here on Friday night. So for my second selection, this one in the NHL on Friday night, let's take the Washington Capitals. We're going to lay the minus 140 with the Capitals here against the Calgary Flames. I think Washington bounces back and gets back in the win column in Calgary with a win on Friday night. That's a wrap for this edition of Beyond the Lines. Thanks for tuning in. Again, get to the website, wizardsportspicks.com, and check out all the great daily premium picks on the website, and also invest in a long-term subscription with any one of the great handicappers. And for me, we'll look to keep the great run going across all sports, and in particular, our number 1 ranked seasons in the NFL and NHL. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the like button on the way out. I'm Ian Cameron. Enjoy the games and good luck. And thanks for tuning in to the Friday, January 23rd edition of Beyond the Lines, presented by Wizard Sports Picks.